Hi there and welcome to Maths with Dan. This is Maths with Dan for private tuition. My email will be in the description below. But today I see that you've just done your paper 2 Maths GCSE paper literally just yesterday. And then based off that, based off what my students have said, what was in the paper, and the rest of the spec to cover, and what I predict that will come up, and what usually comes up in paper 3, I'm just going to briefly go over what you guys should go over in terms of topics, what I think you should quickly look over. For some of these topics, I will have a link in the comment box as usual to links to different videos online and different resources on how to cover them. But let's get straight into it. So, a big part of paper 3 that was also predicted in paper 2 is error intervals with, for example, bounds. Also make sure you're looking at the lowest common multiple and highest common factors. Even though this comes up a lot in paper 1, there wasn't any like properly big questions on this, so it's still yet to come up for like a big sort of marker. So I believe if it hasn't come up properly yet, it will come up in paper 3, along with make sure that you go over factorizing quadratics as well. For factorizing quadratics, I recommend this certain type of calculator. I will link it in the comment box. This calculator can factorize for you in terms of quadratics, no matter how many variables, simultaneous equations, and it is allowed. I have checked the spec, it is allowed in GCSE maths, so I recommend you guys go and get it. It's about 30 quid and it can save you 10 to 15 marks, or you just checking over your answers, so I really do recommend it. So yeah, links into simultaneous equations. I've just gone over a list of what I predict will potentially come up in calculator paper 3. Another one is angles and parallel lines and bearings, making sure you get your angles down, especially in shapes, knowing how many angles are in each shapes, because what's with a calculator paper 3, they're not really looking at your ability to do like quick maths. They're mainly looking at your ability to understand maths and know about certain angles within shapes. So make sure you have angles within shapes down a lot. Pythagoras' theorem, make sure you have the equation down. You know how to use it to work out different sides. They're always asking these in every single calculator paper 2 and calculator paper 3. There's always at least one of these. They also ask more questions on, for example, mass, density, and volumes. I will have a link in the comment box to mass, density, and volumes just to show you what I mean. Venn diagrams as well. These can also be very tricky. I mentioned this in calculator paper 2 as well. Linking on to probability tree diagrams. You guys could write all these down. I'm just literally just listening through what to go over now in the next week until your exam, which I believe is on the 17th of June, around that time. And then frequency polygons. This one has not come up, however, therefore it is likely it could come up. It might not. It doesn't come up every year, but it could come up in calculator paper 3. Scatter graphs as well, and outro, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So make sure you go over these. I will have a link to these in the comment box, and I hope you guys are enjoying your summer. My summer's just started, and I wish you guys the best. Any sort of questions, leave it in the comment box or email me. My email will be in the description, and have a good one.